Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to discuss the initiative and referendum process in Arizona. The two processes are important because they give citizens a direct role in making decisions about state laws. Arizona has one of the strongest systems of direct democracy in the country, and both initiatives and referendums reflect the progressive ideals that influenced the Arizona Constitution when the state was established in 1912. Let's begin by defining each term. An initiative is a process that allows Arizona citizens to propose a new law or a constitutional amendment without going through the state legislature. Instead, lawmakers creating legislation, citizens collect enough valid signatures from registered voters to place the proposal on the ballot. During the next election, voters decide whether the measure should become law. A referendum is different. A referendum gives voters the opportunity to approve or reject a law that has already been passed by the Arizona legislature. Citizens may also gather signatures to challenge a recently passed law before it takes effect. In addition, the legislature can voluntarily refer certain measures, especially constitutional amendments, directly to voters for approval. Now let's look at how each process works. For initiative, supporters first write the proposed law or constitutional amendment. They then register the petition with the Arizona Secretary of State and begin collecting signatures from registered voters. The number of signatures required depends on whether the proposal is a statutory initiative or a constitutional amendment. Once enough valid signatures are collected and verified, the measure is placed on the statewide ballot. During the election, Arizona voters decide whether to approve or reject it. If the majority votes yes, the initiative becomes law. Or if it is a constitutional amendment, excuse me, becomes part of the Arizona Constitution. The referendum process follows a similar pattern, but begins after the legislature has already passed a law. Citizens who oppose that law have a limited amount of time to collect data, collect enough signatures to suspend the law and replace it on the ballot. Voters can decide whether the law should take effect, and if the majority votes yes, the law remains in effect. If the majority votes no, the law is rejected. Constitutional amendments proposed by the legislature must be approved by voters through a referendum before they can become part of the Arizona Constitution. Although initiatives and referendums are similar, they are also important differences. Both processes involve collecting petition signatures, placing a measure on the ballot, and allowing Arizona voters to make the final decision. Both are examples of direct democracy because they give students a voice beyond simply electing public officials. However, the key difference is where the proposal begins. An initiative starts with the citizens who create a new proposal themselves. A referendum starts with a law that has already been passed by the legislature or a constitutional amendment referred by lawmakers. In other words, initiatives create new laws, while referendums allow voters to approve or reject existing legislative actions. There are advantages and disadvantages to both processes. One advantage of the initiatives is they allow citizens to address issues that lawmakers may ignore. They encourage civic engagement and give voters more control over government decisions. Initiatives can also lead to important policy changes when public opinion strongly supports an issue. However, initiatives also have disadvantages. Complex policy decisions can be reduced to a simple yes or no vote, and many voters may not fully understand every detail of a proposal. Campaigns supporting or opposing initiatives can also become very expensive, allowing well-funded organizations to influence public opinion through advertising. Referendums also have several benefits. They serve as an important check on the legislature by allowing citizens to review laws before they take effect. This helps ensure that elected officials remain accountable to the people they represent. On the other hand, referendums can delay the implementation of important laws and sometimes make it more difficult for government to respond quickly to changing circumstances. Like initiatives, referendum campaigns can also be heavily influenced by political organizations and financial contributions. Both initiatives and referendums strongly support the idea of direct democracy, which is one of the defining features of the Arizona Constitution. During the Progressive era, many people believed that government should be more responsive to citizens and less influenced by political machines and powerful corporations. Arizona embraced these ideas by giving the voters the authority to propose laws, reject legislation, and hold elected officials accountable. I believe these processes continue to play an important role today because they give citizens opportunities to participate directly in government rather than relying on elected representatives, on elected elected representatives. While both initiatives and referendums have challenges, they help ensure that people have a meaningful voice in shaping Arizona's laws and constitution. In conclusion, initiatives and referendums are key parts of Arizona's system of direct democracy. An initiative allows citizens to propose new laws or constitutional amendments, while a referendum allows voters to approve or reject laws passed by the legislature. Although each process has both advantages and disadvantages, together they promote citizen participation, government accountability, and transparency. These principles have been part of Arizona's Constitution since statehood and continue to shape how the state government operates today. Thank you for watching.